You're so fast on the straight and then slow on the corner. I guess that's practical.
Yeah. How's the car feel with the lower tire pressure?
Feels better on the low speed, but not as good on the high speed.
Okay, so we'll leave them where they are.
Yeah.
Just leave them where they are.
Although, the only thing I'm curious, is there a pressure difference between left and right? Okay.
Alright, whenever you want to go out, you put your snap back up, drop it down.
Target acquired.
Eagle 1, first strike. You have permission to engage the target.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
All right, welcome back, sports fans. Welcome. How are you guys tonight? Looks like a good group of guys out there. I see 13 Bushikan out there. K2, keep on trucking. Anson Knowles. You came over in the raid from Glenn's channel. I was just over there. I was hanging out. I ain't gonna lie. I've been hanging out on Glenn's channel all day. Seriously, Shelby in the house as a mod. Ghost 1978 is out there. Vengeful Truther Nick is out there. Crow Nick is out there. That's awesome. Good to see you, buddy. Smoking Spaceman is out there. Mikey Balls is out there. You guys are awesome. Also, Are We Not Men is out there. I don't know why you didn't. Why are you not? There we go. Are we not? Yeah, we got the Glen raid going on. Coomergeddon has arrived. Anson Knowles is self-identifying as Coomergeddon. Effing Epic is out there. Felix out there throwing out some burritos for everyone. I think those are burritos. I'm not really sure. And Glenn Lawrence is out there in the house. All right, guys. So what we're going to talk about tonight, it's obviously I had a little fun with the thumbnail tonight. If you don't know, that is from Office Space, which was a movie back in the 90s. I know it's a long time ago for some of you guys, but it's really a great movie. You should watch it. It's good. And Anson Knowles gifting 50 Unreasonable Man memberships. Soak those up, guys. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you, Anson Knowles. That is really great. That's right, Mikey Balls. Give me the stapler. He had this red swing line stapler, and he burned the whole building to the ground just to get it back. That's all that mattered to him. Welcome to everyone. I see Bob. Bob is out there. I see, this thing about gifting the memberships is we find everybody. Silvar Ogre. My mic is low. Oh, interesting. I might have the level down. Let me check. I was messing around with it earlier, and I didn't think that I had done anything to it, but it is entirely possible that I jacked it up. We'll just take a look. See. Look at this mic level here now, fellas. Let's see what we got. No, it doesn't look low. Output volume's a little low. That's fine. We can give it a little bit more. How's that? Mic check. 1, 2, check. Kitty check. We good? How's that look to you guys? How's that sound? Sounded good? All right. Microphone is good. All right. Joe Cool is out in the house. Stephen Powell. Spanky. That's a new one. I hadn't seen a Spanky before. All the normal guys. And then Crow Nick, yes, you got to turn on receive gifted memberships on, and you will be gifted a membership. All right. Okay, let me turn the volume down just a hair, just so we don't get any feedback or anything like that. All right, guys. So the subject of tonight, we got a bunch of subjects, but obviously one of the big things that's going on right now is these weather emergencies. We talked on Monday afternoon about about how the emergency response has been just pretty honestly terrible. And to be honest with you, it's been a underwhelming, I think, is the word that we would use. It's been an underwhelming response from the overall with the Well, from everybody. I do understand. I do understand that we have the sound is better. Good. Um, it is interesting to me that there's a disconnect between what people thought they needed and CloverTac and I kind of had a back and forth about this on the last show. Hopefully he's out there. Hopefully he's feeling well. I know he's been having some health issues and I think he's just about over them, but we'll see. Um, and it's we kind of went over it Monday. And I kind of want to talk. I want to talk about a couple of um, a couple of things. And yes, Arthur Dia, you're right. Your state has had a great, um, really a great response historically for all of the hurricanes. Um, it's going to be very interesting um, to see how this all flows out, makes everything happen. Um, and we'll see how all of it works out. Uh, I'm beeping for some reason. Who is talking to me? Where? Oh, I see what it is. It's Jess letting everyone know that she's going live shortly. Yeah, Arthur, I think Florida is going to be really good, and the whole thing with FEMA, the whole thing with the I really have to turn down these alerts, I think, because I'm really getting a lot of them. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, Roy Cooper and FEMA need to get well. It's the head of FEMA, Deanne Griswell, something like that. That's a problem. I did not watch the press conference today, Mikey Ball. I was painting car parts, so I wasn't able to do that. Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways that we're prepared. Anson Knowles sends in $10 American. We're going to throw that up there, and I'm going to read it out loud. $10 American comes in from Anson Knowles. The U.S. federal government is better suited to tell private businesses which bathroom a T can use in their establishment. They are not set up to handle emergencies or defend our sovereign borders. This is all true. This is accurate. Anson Knowles gets, gets it done. Welcome, Wicked Wally. How are you tonight, sir? At the end of the day, I think, I see Tiny is in the house. Excellent. I'm glad to see that Tiny has gotten a membership. That's excellent. The interesting thing about what's going on is not it is not how it's going down. It's not the response. And yeah, okay, the response in North Carolina has it's really been bad. There's no other way to put it. And it's just terrible. It would be great if that was not the case. However, it is in fact the case. The question that you, my good lads and lasses, need to be asking yourself is, how ready am I? And not just, with cans of food back and all of that. And my wife and I were talking about this the other day. And for those of you that don't know, my wife it has a career in finance, in banking specifically. And for whatever reason, in banking, they tend to change jobs or banks or companies or whatever, unless they're on the partnership arc. Most bankers will change banks, companies, whatever, about every 3 to 4 years. And we're in that 3 to 4 year range for my wife. And we're talking the other day, and she's getting antsy. She's like, "What do you think about Barclays? What do you think about so and so and all these other banks?" And of course, I can't talk about anything real live on the air, but it's it's an interesting thing because not just do you need to be ready with lots and lots of food, tins of food, and you need water, and you need um yes, guys, Arthur die. I am sorry about that. However, so YouTube seems to um YouTube seems to enjoy putting commercials in the stream randomly. I can control that to some degree, but I have not found a setting that you guys off. So I do apologize that the commercials exist, um, but unfortunately, that's part of the monetization gig. So I don't know. Anyway, I apologize though that YouTube has decided to just put those in randomly. And it is what it is. All right. So, as I was saying, guys, we also have to be prepared to take the next steps in life. We need to be, when those opportunities come over or come, when those opportunities come up, are you in a position? Are you ready? Are you able to take advantage of those opportunities? Um, if you're not, then what happens is this really great opportunity comes by, and you can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. You will inevitably it'll pass you by. And there's a couple of different things about this. There's a couple of different things about this that I find really interesting. There's a school of thought where people are always ready to leave. They keep they update their resume every 3 months. They keep a Rolodex full of people to call and hit up for a job and all of that kind of thing. Just because at any moment they could just decide, hey, you know what, I feel like I need the next step in my career. And then there are other people that plan it out, and I'm going to be here 2 years, and I'm going to move, and I'm going to be here 3 years, and I'm going to move, and so on and so forth. And this is not too bad. So Anson Knowles, uh, Anson Knowles says, first of all, he sends in $5 American from Mr. Anson Knowles. I got interrupted by a Swedish made. Actually, I think it's Swedish made peen enlarger commercial. Can you find the YouTube monetization setting to make those the preferred commercials? I think it has to do with your search history. You do you, pal. You do. You're a single man, and apparently YouTube knows it. All right, guys. All right. Welcome, Imperious. I see that you're out there. It's been a quiet few days without you around. The Wicked Wally has become a member, a member again. Man, we got a lot of memberships flying around. All right. They are targeted ads. All right. You had to work this week? Yeah, that sucks when you have to do that. So not only do you have to be ready to or you need to plan ahead and make sure that if something happens, maybe you're unsatisfied with your job, maybe you take on a project that you don't like, whatever it is, you're able to move along into the next position, right? And that's very helpful to be able to do that. If you're not able to do that, it can be a problem. So being ready and prepared in your career, that's good. Being ready and prepared in your daily life. That's also good. And not, again, we're not talking about just being prepared in, in some, with enough, obviously in some of your cases, boxes of alcohol or crates of alcohol and boxes of ammo, but also, um, I think the more in modern times, being technologically prepared. I was talking the other day to my buddy, who owns a shop, and he was talking about how he sends his technicians every year to all the schools that Mercedes offers for their especially the specialty schools about electronics and some of the other systems. And but the dealer doesn't, and so he will get brand new cars from the dealer that they can't fix because they don't have anyone that's gone to the specific school that they need to go to. And so, and um, that's just one instance. So there's being prepared professionally. There's being prepared with your skills, um, your skill set, your education, constantly training, constantly evolving career wise. There's a lot of different aspects to this, and I think for for men and women who want security and have some idea that you are a complete individual, it's very important to have these things lined out. I don't normally talk about this a lot because I think it's kind of boring and I think that most people don't really care anything about hearing about it. But at the same time, as I was talking to my wife the other day about how, she's getting antsy, she may be, maybe doing some job hopping, or at least interviewing, and she interviews about once a year. So the other thing is my wife, even in the job, she very well could interview 6 times a year for various positions for various reasons, right? Just to see what they're offering, to see what the positions are, and what the entailments of various positions are these days. And I don't think that most people take these things seriously enough. I think that most people's idea of furthering their career is getting getting their boss an extra nice bottle of whiskey at the end of the year for Christmas, right? But it's so much more than that. If you really want to excel in life, you have to excel, right, guys? I mean, it seems obvious to me, but it really doesn't seem to be that obvious. And I know, look, I know I'm supposed to be talking about, that really clothing on women is bad and repeal the 19th, women shouldn't vote. I know that you guys come here expecting a specific diatribe, and this is more along my normal line. And it's probably really boring, but this is serious stuff and it really affects your life. If you excel at destroying FBAs, that okay. I believe that, and if that is a rewarding career, sure, continue forward. Um, the other, and I'm going to lead into this. I promise I'm going to tie this into something that's even more important. Grid, you are not being the patriarch. Tell these hoes to get their ass back in the kitchen. No. Where's my rolled up newspaper? Where's my newspaper? Yes. No. No. Smack on the nose. Smack you. No. That's wrong. Wrong. No, it's wrong. You're just trying to be. You're just trying to get me going. No, seriously, the idea that a woman's place is in the kitchen is not necessarily wrong. However, women have worked throughout time and all of history, so to deny that is to be stupid. And I personally don't tolerate stupid myself. Let me hang on, guys. If you are trying, I have a lot going on. I've got the constant new members. Thanks to Anson is going. Um, the Yeah, WMD is a bot, guys. Between the memberships getting given out and the various people talking, I can't always see what's going on. Why do people think they can show up to a disaster area without cooperation and then expect responding authority to cater to them? Uh, well, that's a great question. We can talk about that momentarily. I'm gonna throw that up there just so I don't forget about it. Um, Guys, if you want to, um, if you want me to, it really helps if you want me to read it. Um, you guys go fast. Let's see. How do you interview without your boss finding out or getting pissed or deciding you aren't worth investing in because you're going to leave? Well, first of all, every boss that you've ever had knows you're going to leave at some point, and if they invest in you, it's because it benefits them, not you, and that's the end of that. As far as interviewing, it's relatively easy to interview without, especially. I think it might be different in the medical field because you guys have to talk to each other quite a bit. However, in the financial field and most other fields, um, for example, um, I don't know how much. Um, m- I don't know how many emails a week she gets, but my wife gets multiple emails a week from um, recruiters and headhunters that are literally looking for a to some other company, and the banks all know you do it. So it's not a big deal. It is a big deal if you start signing paperwork in that industry. Now, every industry is to its own, and you'll have to determine that risk reward analysis on your own. Um, the big thing is that if you're, obviously, if you're doing, I think, then you probably need to get your stuff together. WMD is a bot. Um, Arthur Daya can't get back in the kitchen because she only has to cook for herself. Mike Ball, I love to watch good people win as well. Thank you, sir. Wally is here. Um, the new member Pulse Alert is giving me Havana syndrome. All right, that's fucking funny. I can't turn down the gongs, guys. I'm sorry. So we're just gonna have to bear with it. It's distracting to me as well. Yeah, they won't contact your new employer if you're being headhunted or recruited. They know better. Yeah, Angel Berber's right. The priority of it was different. I included the children, if there were any, was done as a priority. And I agree. Well, that and they ran the family household. I still think that that's different. Um, yeah, John Dedman, it is actually really cool. Yeah, I actually do my own laundry, Arthur Daya. Yeah, guys, make sure you like the videos, subscribe, do all that. By the way, I always forget, but as soon as these 50 new memberships get done, we'll do it. We'll do the. I'll give the speech. Well, Lauren B, let me address this. Are you still out there, Lauren? Lauren, are you there? Why do people think they can show up to a disaster area without cooperation and then expect responding authority to cater to them? I don't think anybody shows up anywhere expecting people to cater to them. What they do expect is a little bit of respect. They expect that they came out to help. They're giving freely of their time and energy and effort, and so what they want to see and kind of what they expect to see is um the ability of help kind of not being taken advantage of they want to be put to use, right? Like if you can't ask for help, you can't say, "Hey, we need all of this help," and then when people show up to help, say, "Nope, stand over in the corner. You don't know what you're doing." So it's kind of a catch-22. I get it, but unfortunately, um, there's a lot out there to go with. Um, I don't know if that helped you any. Arthur Dyer used to have to scrub clothes by hand. That's true. FEMA does that. Yeah, I know they do it. Yeah. What do I want to do all day? Silvar over. Seen a few clips on Twitter. Oh, dude, there's clips everywhere. Lauren, let me hide that on the stream. Yeah, yeah. So, and as I said on Monday's stream, the pilot was actually threatened with arrest, which, by the way, was illegal to do, um, or to go help somebody with his personal airplane, and that was perfectly terrible and the wrong thing to do. It really was wrong. So, it should never have they should never have done that. Welcome, Thomas O'Brien. I see you out there. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna, I'm glad that we have so many cool people out in the chat tonight, and you guys will just continue forward. While I have the I don't while I have the kind of a break in the action. Let me say let me kind of address a couple of small things. First, guys, I run this channel out of my own wallet. Um, at some point, it has to start making sense, and the only way for that to happen is for the monetization and everything. And I'm not one of those that runs dono drives or set goals or whatever for you to donate. If you can donate, please do so. It helps the channel and it makes it make sense for me to do this and take my time to do it. And otherwise, I might as well go fishing. Which would have been great tonight, by the way. The fishing would have been awesome. And but I could have been anywhere, but I'm here with you. So let's get back to it. And that's about the extent. Like, subscribe, all those things, and especially, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, comments apparently really help. Comments really help. So, yeah. Right. Yeah. Get the Ava the G back in. Yeah. That's right. All right, guys. So that's the thing. I think Anson broke my my gadget. Let me see if I hang on. Give me a second. I think he broke it. We'll see. You swear the deep state's actively working against us? Sure. So when we talk about being prepared in life, we really have to have you guys, or I really feel like that you guys need to understand the idea that it's not just having a few bucks stashed away in a savings account. It's not just having food and water and ammunition and all of that. It really is putting money back into yourself, getting whatever training in your career helps you, or maybe maybe you've been in the same career for 10 years and it's really not going where you want it to go, and now is the time before you get laid off, before that career goes away, before you get too hurt to do it, before whatever happens. Now is the time to invest in training for the next evolution of your career, or equipment so that you can move into a different position, and doing it over time and doing it with a plan softens that blow to the wallet. It softens the blow to removes that sense of urgency and panic that happens when we get laid off or fired or our job just goes away. I was listening to I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Chip Foose. And I was listening to an interview that he did this a while this year. I was listening to it this morning, and he was talking about how when he when he was getting out of school, he had actually contracted with um, he contracted with a company, a design company, to pay for his school, and he did projects for Dodge and some other places while he was in school. He ended up working for Boyd Coddington and doing work on the side for Boyd and Boyd's Wheels. And there came a point in time where the design studio he was working for, his manager came up and said, "Hey, after this project, when you get done on Friday, we don't have anything for you for the next 6 months. Is there anything that you could do for the next 6 months until the next project starts?" And of course, he's like, "Uh-oh, yeah." So he ended up. There's a lot to the story. I'm not going to go into it all, but he ended up. He was going to go to work for Ford, and then VW wanted him to come work for them. But he ended up at Boyd Coddington, and Boyd Coddington actually, um, of course, Boyd Coddington Design was two different um, businesses. One was the hot rod shop, the other was the wheels, Boyd's Wheels, and Boyd Boyd's Wheels made some very poor business decisions, and they went out of business. And all of a sudden, in the space of about a week, that because the Foose is over in the hot rod shop doing work. The wheel company is the wheel company. It's doing whatever. In the space of about a week, they came over and got his checkbook from the business checkbook from the hot rod shop and said, once you're out of, once they get done with what they are on Friday, they're done. And that's it. There's no more money. So here he is. He's out of a job, and suddenly out of a job. And this could happen to anybody, but because he had pushed a lot of not, he had made contacts, he'd invested a lot of time and resources into himself. Foose went from Boyd. From there he went and he went to work for. He had a guy who wanted to do him to finish their hot rod that was at Boyd's. He finished it in his home garage, and then he opened his own shop. And he was only able to do that because he had put that extra time and money kind of in himself. And now he's in a similar situation where he just got divorced, and he walked away from everything. He gave his wife everything but his cars and his tools. Then he shut down his shop. It's the first time he hasn't had a shop, and he just basically gave her the house, gave her everything, walked away. I mean, he's in California, so it's kind of probably the best thing to do. But here he is starting out again. And I thought, what an interesting dynamic. And of course, this has been a week for that, right? We're talking about people's whose houses have been destroyed, their lives have been destroyed. They're going to have to pick up, they're going to have to go forward, they're going to have to survive. And if they don't have the skills, if they haven't invested in themselves, they're going to have a really hard time. They're going to need a lot of help. But if everyone listening right now, if everyone watching, if everyone that watches this on the video on demand, if all of you just think, hey, what can I do for the next evolution? What's my next, what's the next thing? I'm a software engineer. Maybe, what happens if my job gets downsized out because all of the grunt work's going to AI, so they're letting those guys do more of my work, and my work is getting kicked up to somebody else, and now I don't have a job. What happens then? Well, I don't know. Maybe you should take some classes in something else. Maybe you should start learning a new skill. Maybe you should start networking already and always be doing it. I'm not saying hop from job to job. I'm definitely not saying that. But it just seems like the week for me is all about survival skills, right? And not just survival skills, again, water and food stacked in the corner. I mean, literal survival skills. Yeah, absolutely. You've got to and always be networking. Why would you not be always be networking? Um, but I don't understand why people don't get this. And one of the interesting things is that there's a lot of like, not really get rich quick, but the build yourself better kind of doctrine that really heightens you as an individual going out and you becoming a real estate mogul, or you selling used cars at buying at auction, fixing them up, selling them, whatever it is. It's just you're going to go out, you're going to control your own destiny. Well, okay, that's great. Maybe that happens. Um, the Arthur Dine, no, I don't agree with that. Hang on, we'll get to that. That's actually a great point. That's actually probably why it's been bouncing around in the back of my head, and why it hit over the last couple of days when my wife and I were talking about all of this. The I let me answer this, and then I'll get into it, because I don't want to go down a long path. Um, they should not. I'm not opposed to them. I'm absolutely opposed to them um, disagreeing with the automation upgrade. Every time technology improves, there are other opportunities. The um, every single time, every single time that technology improves, that they automate those ports, that means they're going to have to be people to take care of and be uh, going hard in the paint already tonight. I'm not really sure what you mean there, Kevin. Going to clarify. I've been painting all day, by the way. Um, the if you're if you automate a port, you now need technicians to take care of those machines. You now need programmers to program those machines. So your skill set goes up. It's not necessarily a higher skill, it's a different skill set. You could argue that it actually does take a lot of skill to be a crane operator, or even one of the yard truck drivers, because you have limited room and all of that. And you could say that's a high skill low pay, or high skill medium pay job, and all you're doing is you're trading the skill of driving a truck and swapping it for operating a joystick controlled keypad that moves things around, or that you are now, instead of driving that truck, you're now changing the batteries, or making sure it charges properly, or hooking a computer to it, and making sure it works. So um, it's a sport, Kevin. Seriously, a sports reference. I'm so disappointed in you. Anyway, um, the so no, I absolutely disagree. I absolutely disagree with the port authority workers demanding that the port not automate. I have one mosquito in here, and it's literally like flying right in front of my face, little bastard. Um. Anyway, let's see. You're just mad because you can't prattle guns. All right. So let's see what we got here. If it was Elon or Buffett, I'd start my own private relief nonprofit organization and keep the feds out of it. They have money to help and money to lawyer up. So interesting thing there, Hot Rod. Actually, Elon was giving away Starlink to all of the people that were affected, right? Or as many of them as he could. So he was just going out. He had trucks full of Starlink. He was just handing them out everywhere. They got up so far and they needed helicopters. So he's like, all right, cool. Let's bring in some helicopters. We'll move. They told him no. They literally told him that they were not going to do that. So Elon eventually, I think he kind of ignored them and did it anyway. But it works out. I'm going to take a second and read here regarding the ports. If the company's offered X amount of payouts, that many jobs could be replaced with automations. Yeah, sure. That's true. Welcome King Blackout and Grid Grifters. Okay, got that. We are all fine, I think. Yeah, I got to be honest, man. I honestly don't think Elon stopped giving away the Starlink. I think he just kept handing them out and said, what are they going to do? So, yeah. So that's how that went, guys. I'm about done with the monologue for the night. I think that this is a subject that would really. I think callers are going to be epic on this subject. So seriously, Shelby has the link. If you want to come up, then feel free to get the link from him. He will check with me. We'll vet you if you've not been up before, and we'll get you up here, and we'll have a good time. And yeah, let's do that. Let's get some callers going, guys. Yeah, it is on aperture priority, and it keeps it when I move backward or forward, it changes the lighting. So I gotta change it. I keep forgetting. Thank you, JK. That's exactly right. You're very smart. That's exactly what's happening. Anyone. Where's Glenn Lawrence at? Glenn Lawrence has been talking all day. He probably doesn't want to talk anymore. You guys, so what? No, hang on. Please stand by. Word from I don't have any sponsors, so sorry. It was weird. That was quite weird. That was odd. Never mind, guys. Sorry. It's okay. Oh. All right, hold on. Let's see. What are you guys talking about here? Sorry, guys. I had a message that was weird. I apologize. Stirring the pot. If you constantly need to be improving your skills and moving career forward to keep up with technological advances and shifting markets, how the fuck are women supposed to leave the workforce for 15 years to raise a kid and not suffer the consequences of that? Hey, Arthur Dye, how about you don't get divorced? How about you not get divorced? How about that? Come on up and let's fight about it. It'll be great. It'll be a good fight. Am I getting we getting any echo or boom pop kind of stuff going on? Thanks for subscribing, Master Neo. Appreciate that. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe. King Blackout. King Blackout says, been a month already. Wow, time flies when handling a bunch of based folks or hanging with a bunch of based folks. I enjoy each minute with all of you. Grid appreciate all you do. Excellent. Aren't you the one that aced me out though on the speakeasy? How am I supposed to improve when I'm working 60 to 70 hours a week driving on these roads? Man, I don't know. That's a tough one, man. You know, I really actually feel really hard for people like I you know, guys, that's actually a really good point. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah. The come on up and fight about it, Arthur Daya. Yeah. See, Silvar Ogre, yeah, if she leaves, I mean, why do I care if she, why do I care about that? It's so weird. I don't know why that happens. All right, where we at? So I don't know how you to K2. To be honest with you, man, I don't know, man. But I know I got to be honest with you. I know truck drivers right now. Actually, I wonder how he's doing. So I knew a truck driver who, he actually, I mean, obviously he drives a truck. He's driving. Um, I think he does mostly Western runs, but I could be wrong. And he could do all over. And he basically, um, every time every time he was stopped, because he's got the e-logs now, he was always reading. He did a bunch of uh, like studying and where he could just study and then go take a test. And he ended up with a couple of different certifications. Um, and I honestly have no freaking clue what he's certified in. I want to say it's something with computers, but I could be wrong about that. Um, the so if you're working on the trucks, if you're working on trucks, that's a whole other subject. Oh, they'll never have robots do that. But you know what they'll do though is they'll have sensors that will tell you if the trailer's good, and they'll have they're already working on sensors for the airlines. I know, I knew, dude. I laughed about it, man. It wasn't that big a deal. That was funny though. That was funny though. Chris still thinks he won that argument, but it was only because of you. That's okay. Um, your all your modern appliances don't work, so you're having to work by hand, Arthur Dye. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, look. I know. K2. I know that they've been talking about having the robot trucks, but they can't even get the actual robot trucks to work in the yard yet. I don't know, man. Self-driving semi trucks is just that's just kind of nuts, man. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. Now, getting the trailers to, alarm if the air brakes aren't bled down and stuff like that. I they can do that, but that's about it. Yeah, man, come on up. Seriously, Shelby or one of the other mods will have the link. They may be hanging out over on Jess's stream um, because they're a bunch of the mods work both sides. So um, yeah, I don't think so either, Kevin. I don't think we'll see the fully automated, man. That's too much for me to think about. Yeah, the bridges have weight limits. Um, hmm, yeah, guys, I don't believe that we could have. Um, I don't believe. I don't believe we're gonna have self driving semis, man. I know. I hear it all the time. I just don't. I don't think so. Yeah, why would they? Why would they know that? It's the same thing everywhere. It's the same thing. When I was in racing, we had people that don't know how to do anything in cars. Just the way it is. It's funny because um, I never thought that I would be one of those old timers that complained about that stuff, but it is true. You have self-eating watermelons, Anson Knowles. Anson, have you been in the bourbon a little early tonight? I'm just curious. It's just a question. Yeah, I think King Blackout nails it. There's just too many variables. Yep, that's true. Do I have somebody coming up, Shelby, or no? Pardon me. Am I missing something? I had a beep. Yeah. Lauren B. Car guys are addicted to the fumes. That's why electric cars are annoying. I mean, you're not wrong. Thank you, Silver Ogre. Thank you. Let's see. What do I think about the apparent disparity in candidate advertising? I see about 10 camel toe ads for every one. Trump. I mean, they have to do that. Anson Knowles, once again, $5. Coomer Riz for the Grid Rizzler. Skibidi, self-driving semi cap. I hope I said that properly. I don't know. I don't know if I said that properly. Maybe I did. So is K2 getting a link? Anyone? JK Forte, good seeing you out there, man. Democrats are out spending by about 3-1. Well, they need this. You know, it's interesting because very often the Democrats have to spend almost 10-1. What's up with Discord? There we go. All right, stand by. I'm sending you another one, Shelby. Try that one. There you go. Skibidi. No, I don't know. I'm not a boomer. Not a boomer. You guys, I don't know why you guys think I'm a boomer. I'm not a boomer. All right. Democrat. Yeah, I mean, usually I think the Democrats have to outspend us by about 10-1. 10-1. I think so. Grid 1, brain rot sports. Yeah, that's true. All right.
What's up, man?
What's up, Buck White? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, just hanging out outside. Good weather.
Yeah.
So
right.
What was going on? I missed like 99% of it.
What's going on with what?
Like, what were you talking about?
Right now we're talking about some weirdness in chat, but they yeah. I act like a boomer. That's funny. I kind of do, I guess. I don't know. All right. Hey, Michelle, how are you? How are you doing this fine evening? So, do you have anything to chat about, Buck Wyatt, or you just come up to hang out for a minute, or what's new?
Partly hang out and maybe pipe in on a couple things if there's anything to talk about.
Okay. I thought K2 was coming up, but that's okay. Afternoon nap turned into 4 hours. You're discombobulated. That's what happens. I do that sometimes myself. Not afternoon naps. I don't. I very rarely can sleep during the daytime. So let me. I gotta fix this. This is bugging me. There we go. We'll change that too. Where's
Sorry if I keep like turning my head and shit. I gotta like keep an eye out in this neighborhood.
That's all right. That's okay. All right, there we go. That's better. Are they how many people have evanked? I got you. I got you, K2, man. I get it, man. That's fine. It would have been cool to chat with you though. We'll see what's up. Let me I guess the first link I sent out was bugged. I may have reset it. I think the first one. I think I know what I did, but sorry. Let me sing. Glenn's probably sleeping right now. He was on a long time today.
Epic, I have not done any hunting yet. I'd like to this year though.
Yeah, it's that time of year. My buddy's already killed a spike buck.
Yeah. Get out the old 243.
John Deadman, Buck White's in Nebraska
No, I'm in Kansas.
or Kansas. That's right.
Yeah, I got plenty of power.
Yeah.
No offense to the rest that don't. That really sucks, and man, it's crazy.
Michelle, if you would like the link, you may have it. That's fine. You may come up and hang out.
Well, good luck, Arthur.
That's great, man. No problem. No problem at all. So, archery bucks.
Good luck, Arthur. May God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard they're raising prices on plane flights, like way skyrocketing. Trying
out
to
of
get
Florida?
people out of there.
Yeah, probably
Yep.
so. Probably
They went
so.
up to like they went up to like 800 and something one way, and then it's up over 1,000 now.
Glenn Lawrence has joined the show. There he is. What's up, man?
What's up, Grid?
Not much, man. Not much. How are you, sir?
Well, I am well.
That's good. That's good. What do you think about? Because I know you've had many careers, and you're something of a gig economy guy. What do you think of my opening monologue, sir?
Oh, I was supposed to listen to that?
No. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was like working on some other stuff.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
But I did hear you say something about like women. As soon as you start saying women should work and vote and shit, that's when I tuned out.
Yeah, I didn't say vote.
I mean, he said something like, I should be like, women shouldn't vote. They should be.
I should be talking about all of this stuff, and then, but I'm not.
As soon as I saw like the simp card come out, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to lose respect for Grid. I'm just gonna tune him out now.
There's no simp card coming out. I just said that we're just not talking about that tonight. I know normally we're supposed to talk about that.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
No.
So would you like, can you give me the quick rundown of gig economy?
Basically, all right, let me throw this out there. So to context, right? It seems like the past week, while we're all talking about preparedness and survival and all of that, it seems like that what we often don't talk about is the surviving just day to day, right? Like our job, our skill set, and all of that. And all of this kind of came up because my wife, I kind of led off with my wife's industry. It just seems like that most people in her industry, unless they're on the partnership arc, about every 3 to 4 years, they start looking for a new job. Right. And they just she just kind of, and look, it's literally everybody does this in that industry, right? Like if you're at JP Morgan Chase, you might move to Barclays. If you're at Barclays, you'll move to HMSBC or whatever fuck it is, and maybe you get out of banking and you'll go to Charles Schwab and do investing for a while, So it's just one of these things where it just seems that way, unless you're on a partnership track and usually, it's kind of like what it reminds me of, actually. It reminds me of in the military, if you don't get that first promotion slot, you start thinking about, well, maybe maybe I need to, maybe my promotion in the,
Like switch MOSs.
yeah, switch MOS, or maybe my promotion in the army is taking too long because we have too many damn, second lieutenants or whatever.
Yeah, like
And
whatever the next rank is above you, like
yeah,
might be flooded in there.
maybe I need to switch to the Air Force, right? Because they don't
That's,
have
I mean, that's just where smart people go.
right. And but you either move laterally to another branch because there's slots open, or
Sometimes.
you change MOS, or you'll change basic, you do whatever, right? And
Yeah.
and so it's really a lot like that. To me, it seems like that to me, right? Because
Well, it's still within the same
it's
like
the same
career
job.
field. Yeah,
It's the same career field, it's the same job.
it's under the same umbrella.
Yeah, it's just it's just a lateral and maybe a slight
What
bump
is it?
up.
Hold on, good. I got something important to ask you.
Yeah,
Did you fucking call me a Democrat?
I might have.
You fucking rat bastard.
I know.
Yeah,
I
liberal,
think it was
liberal
because you were
Democrat.
acting
Dwayne.
I'm like, what the hell is all this Democrat shit?
I
Like,
think you were acting like a Democrat, and I was like, "Why are you acting like a Democrat, Glenn?"
when was I acting
I
like
don't
a
think you
Democrat?
caught it. I don't think you caught it.
When was I acting
Glenn
like a
puts a
Democrat?
rainbow flag on the back of his bike.
Oh, that's low, man. That's low. We can't go there.
Whoa.
Can't go
Whoa.
there. That's
Whoa. Look.
yeah, that's just wrong. That's wrong.
Wow. Buck White.
Apparently, Michelle really got a kick out of it.
Of course she would.
She's like, I wanted to say it so bad.
What?
But you didn't, did you? Anyway,
Scared?
$5 from Anson Knowles. Keep your tape down or tuck under stowed in the.
Oh, this sounds really gay. It sounds about gay and
This
tranny.
sounds
Like
really gay, and
it's really tranny. Like I'm
under
good.
cheek bin. This is a show where chromosome checks are not required to switch it with a Furby. There are no Furbies here, man. That's the last show had the Furby. So the last show had the Furby for out. I still can't believe I was agreeing with Flow State. I don't know what in the world I don't know what's going on with the world today. The world today is down is up and left is right and round is around the corner again. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I have not been acting like a libertarian. You take that back.
Yeah, like the way you
take
and
that back.
the way that you and
take
you
that
agreed
back.
with Flow State, it's like
I'm like
it's
three
almost like you guys
things.
are best friends.
I'm like three things, man. Three things.
I mean, like that's your BFF for life.
No.
It's okay. You guys, I mean, it's all right. You know,
Yeah.
and if like Joe Mobley agrees with you, then that means he agrees with Flo too. And like you guys are like the three amigos.
This is not Inception, bro. We can agree and disagree on some things and disagree on others.
I don't know.
But Joe Mobley, I haven't seen Joe Mobley on much. I hope he's doing okay. I talked
He
to him
was
the other
sick,
day on the
wasn't
phone.
he?
I talked to him on the phone and he seemed okay. But so I don't think he's sick. I think he might be I think he might just be busy and just doesn't have enough time to keep his I don't think he has I think he has too much going on in life, which I mean, come on, we all know that one, right? So,
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going on, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Like twice.
Deep down, like you kind of have a little soft spot for Flo.
What? Wait, no.
Are you sure?
It's an interesting thing. I actually just didn't care at all about Flow State at all, and then I just didn't like him. I don't know why. It's just some kids, some kids you just don't like, and
kind of grown on you like a wart, right?
No, he is not. No, but I couldn't. I was like really getting ticked that he kept saying like reasonable things today. I was like, Flow State, you need to say some stupid shit.
But he
Like,
didn't say anything. Like, it's like,
he kind of did. He went off the rails. He has this. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to get into. It's fine. He went off the rails in a couple places. The Furby could have.
you kind of love him like a brother, though, like a little brother that you just
No, I
can't
don't.
stand.
No, I do not. What is wrong with you? Sirius Shelby comes in. Glenn's a salty demo cat. This is sponsored by Tactical Soap to make sure you don't smell like sardines, like Glenn and his demo cat waste. All righty. Thanks for the $10 series.
Well, I
Shelby.
mean,
That was awesome.
as a Christian, you do love them like thy neighbor, right?
I always struggled with that part.
But
I struggle with that part. I struggle.
But
I
you
struggle
you
to love
do. Come on. Work on that good Christian ethic. You love them like a neighbor. Say it with me. You love Flo like thy neighbor.
So
You can do it, Grid.
You can do it.
That's all you gotta say.
What would Jesus do?
That's a great question. Why don't you go ask him? See what he says.
Don't send me to go meet him first.
So,
like,
I remember what the Democrat thing was that you want more government in my life and mandatory paternity testing. And I
will take that. I'll concede that you won.
Will I pray
if
for
you're willing? State? If you're willing to say that you love Flo like thy neighbor.
BIY got me, bro. He got me.
We come on now. We're right here. It's okay.
Is he a libertarian?
I think Flo's a liberal Republican.
Yeah, I think he's like a half-hearted Republican. I don't think he's.
I think he's a half-hearted Republican, libertarian. He's a liberal Republican.
Oh. A what?
I don't know. I just made it up. But let's get back to like the more important thing.
What's the more
Are you
important?
willing to say that you love Flo like thy neighbor?
No.
Isn't
I
that
don't
what
particularly care for my neighbor either?
Isn't that what Jesus would want you to do?
I'm sure he wants me to do that, but I fail.
It's okay, but we can make changes today. We can start with Flo.
It's a lofty goal, man. It's a lofty goal.
Hey, look, all you got to do is say it once, and what would Jesus do?
He would confront Flo on being a bad human.
And then he would love him like a neighbor.
As soon as he repented.
After chasing him out.
Fortunately, I don't have to do that.
So, yeah, you're just ordered to love him like a neighbor.
Yeah.
It's okay. Great. It's okay. You can say, I'll say it with you.
Say what?
That you love Flo like thy neighbor.
You'll be waiting a while. So, anyway, Glenn.
I move on. I quit. I'll try my best.
Yeah.
I retired from
the yellow battle.
I try to help. I did my best.
K2, keep on trucking. Grid, thank God you didn't add me. I'm yelling at somebody on the CB radio because they cannot drive, probably an immigrant, but here's $5 on me. Thank you, sir. You work hard for that money, and I appreciate every dollar that you've sent in. I really do appreciate it.
No, he did not owe me. Michelle, stop. You know what? You need to stop. Now you're being a full-on DJ in the chat. Spreading these lies.
Can you yell in a different language? Well, you missed out the other night, Glenn.
What did I miss out on?
I had an individual come on Sarah's channel, and we got into a yelling debate. And you know how much I like those.
I know you live for those yelling debates.
I kind of do. I kind of do. I don't like it on my channel, but if it's gonna happen on somebody else's channel, I mean, now it's a party, and yeah, it was a good time. It was
That's crazy. What was it? The conspiracy theory one?
no, what was it? I forget which one it was. Oh no, it was Andrew's debate, or no, is it Andrew's
Oh, it was. I know it was. Yeah, it was.
with
Undead
the
Chronic.
undead
Yeah,
chronic dude?
I
And
did
then
catch that later on.
yeah, and then I popped up on the panel, and then we were having a good time, and the Furby was there, and I hadn't
Because I
been
was
on.
gonna
Oh, that
try to
was
make
hilarious, man.
I was gonna try to make some clips for Andrew out of that, and I was just like, oh, there was nothing clipping.
Yeah,
They were
big
too
bromance.
amicable.
It's a big bromance.
It was funny just how fast it got over with. It was like, damn. It's just
Yeah.
like then by the end, they're buddies. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but if you hung around for the aftermath, we're all hanging out, and the Furby was there, and Nev was there, and some other people.
Your favorite peoples.
Yeah, I was being polite. I was pretty chill. I was having a good time. I didn't really care.
So wait a
And
minute, Nev was there, and you guys didn't fight.
no, it's really cool. And no,
Must have been a really good conversation. Neither one of
yeah,
you
I don't
guys
know that
wanted
it
to
was.
start
I mean,
shit.
it was pretty good. And then all of a sudden, somebody else showed up, and they were mad because I said something true. By the way, it was true, but they were still mad about it. And then they decided to have a shouting battle. Which, by the way, I won because I was right. It doesn't matter that they
Well,
feel
you
like
always think that, but I question it now.
why I'm always right.
I question your ability to know if you're right or not.
Well, you mean you can question it, but you'd be wrong. And therefore, that makes me right.
Yeah, see, that's what makes me question even more.
One day, when you realize that you're wrong, you'll understand that I was right.
Yeah, I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, all right, but I was right.
Keep telling yourself that.
I don't need to tell myself that. Everyone else tells me that for me. So that was the Dillahunty thing. The chat's going off about the Dillahunty thing. The Dillahunty thing is epic. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. It is it's absolutely.
Are you talking about when he rage quit and
He rage quit after like 2 syllables, and I think Andrew literally said
Andrew
hi.
said like 2 sentences and he was done.
It was almost as bad as. Do you remember that guy who Josie was still guest hosting then, and she there was this dude, Bill or Bob or some, just normal, everyday, forgettable name like that, and he came over from Project VO Pod, and he's a Democrat.
Who's from Project VO Pod as a Democrat?
I think he just argued with VO Pod. He came over from their stream to my stream, and we kind of got into it, and he rage quit. I think it was 2 sentences, and he rage quit, and I called him out on it. And then he went over and whined at Josie, and Josie debated him and bodied his ass.
I don't even know who you're talking about now.
Huh?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So Josie bodied his ass, and then he came back.
How the hell did you pull that off?
I don't know. If Josie debates you and bodies you, you suck. Not that she doesn't try. I mean, she tries really hard, but I mean,
she did pretty well against
she's getting much better.
Or Tom Foolery.
Oh no, the thing about Josie is that she can just consistently ask questions that will drive you fucking nuts. And you will just get pissed. Let's see what Answer Knowles has to say. $5 American.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna just mute myself real quick.
Yeah. Flow State likes to ask, what is your favorite genre of adult entertainment film on streams? Grid, do I have a favorite genre, granny, BBW, DP. I don't really have a favorite genre. You know, it's just I don't actually watch that much adult entertainment. Yeah, probably just pretty standard Asian cheerleader stuff. I'm a simple man, meat and potatoes. Simple man.
BBW Asian grandma
No, that
for
I
sure.
think that's I think that's Hanson's list. Arthur Diet, Josie can drive you nuts without even trying. That's true. That's true.
Now you gotta for Anson, you gotta add the hairy armpits.
Oh, the hairy arm. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this I forget that guy's name, man. He was hilarious. He came on and he just literally said like two things. Or no, Josie bodied him because he was complaining about me and my argument, and Josie's like, yeah, no, his argument's right. And then so he kind of like started with me again, and I really bodied him that time. I think he lasted a whole sentence, and then he rage quit, and then he was on Josie's stream again, and it was embarrassing. Do you and Brian from whatever get together to watch what? What would he's in Super California, a little Adocious place, whatever. So I don't know. You bet Brian is super. No, I don't think so. Asian cheerleaders. Yeah, no, I don't think Brian's like super jealous. But that does seem to be his type, though. That's true. That is true. I know it's a joke. Michelle,
As long as they have big labia, he don't care.
he's in he's got his own thing. He's got his own thing. Yeah. He
loves his Arby's.
Yeah, I know. I don't know that that's a joke. I think Brian's mostly dated smaller Asian type, but I think it's a type. I don't think it's just necessarily Asian. I think he likes smaller, petite, and that just happens to be most Asians. Yeah. All right, Glenn, are you there? Glenn Lawrence. Yeah, everyone has preferences.
Oh, show.
You want a Brian and Madison love arc? No. No. Come on. Anissa, though, I think I think that Anissa, or however you say your name, I think he's I think that Brian's probably more interested in her. But I don't know. I think Brian has a girlfriend right now. That's if I had to guess, I'd say he has a girlfriend right now. He's just, keeping it on the DL, bro. It's on the DL. He's probably watching the stream right now going, you fucker.
Look at all these guys talking shit.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do. It's part of the job.
It is part of my job is to talk shit. I just don't talk shit enough. I don't talk the right kind of shit. Drag racing semis with two pups stacked full lumber is much more exciting than race cars. So my buddy actually did the semi. His name's Mike. He did the semi that raced up the Pikes Peak. He did the Pikes Peak hill climb in it every year. He also there are pictures of that thing drifting and jumping and doing all kinds of things. It is crazy how awesome that thing is. You should check it out.
Yeah, those semi races where they load them up with lumber is kind of cool. But I really like tractor pulls. Those are fun.
Arthur Daya, I bet Brian could probably get married and be married for like a year before he even acknowledged he was married, before anybody even knew, just because he's that private a person. You know? So just a guess.
Yeah, those tractor pulls where they got like 4 alcohol blown big blocks on them. Those things are fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't watch that. I only know about the guy
Yeah.
racing the semi up the Pikes Peak. It was actually a really interesting piece of technology.
Yeah. Like, how do you get a semi to handle like that?
Yeah, it's really a cool piece of equipment.
Yeah, I
So
bet. I
he's
haven't seen that.
the guy who drives it is a stunt driver in California, in Hollywood, and I mean obviously he goes all over the place, but he's a
Yeah.
super cool dude. I really like that guy. I haven't talked to him in a while. Need
Mhm.
to.
I'm more either into like drag racing or circle track.
Let's see. Men need a specific kind of attention to get anything done. That's kind of true. I mean, I can't deny that, I don't think. World Rally Championship. Yeah, that's badass. I've done some rally cars for people. They're not bad. They're pretty cool. Lawrence, are you back? I don't know what's going on with Lawrence. I think Lawrence is a phone call. I think he's talking, he's jabbering.
He's pooping.
It could be. Could be pooping.
Never know.
You never know. You just never know.
Hey, nature calls.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Get on stream and contribute. I don't know if we want. Do we really need? I don't know. That seems weird. I'm tired tonight. A lot of work today. Got to get my airplane done before the actual almost winter hits.
Yeah. Winter sucks. Are you still moving it down here? Or around here?
Well, I'm buying 2 airplanes out in your area. I just need to have them put somewhere. And I was actually supposed to call the airport today, and I did not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do the semi drags. Yeah, in Michigan. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, Trump offered one of his resorts in Miami for 275 linemen to stay in while they prepare for the hurricane. I believe that he would do that 100%. Which airplane would you like me to update, Arthur Daya? The one in my garage is ready for paint, and I may start painting it tomorrow. Actually, it depends on the weather and some other things.
What
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know.
paint do you use on them?
Yeah, if I kick Glenn, if I kick Glenn, he'll suddenly be like, "Why'd you kick me?" So, did you guys miss out on the X? How many of you guys saw the X capades the other night when I was on? It was very funny. It was hilarious. So, the original plane
What kind of paint do you use on your plane?
the paint system I'm using on this airplane is called Hypec. It comes from Canada land, and
Oh,
it's kind of a urethane paint.
yeah.
It's a fabric covered fuselage and tail feathers, so you have to use a very specific type of paint with it, and it's it's interesting because unlike car paint where I can just go ahead like today, I painted a pair of I painted a front bumper and a cowl for the Mini Cooper, right? Because it needed to be in, I needed to get it in epoxy primer so that I could uh, put it in color in the next few days. And
Okay.
um,
Yeah, epoxy primer is a bit more sticky than urethane.
yeah, well, epoxy primer is just a normal kind of thing for me to use.
Yeah.
I had so basically what I ended up having. Well, anyway, so I got that done today, but with and you can, I can paint. I painted that today. I could leave it sit for 2 weeks and come back and paint it, and it'd be no problem.
Hmm.
But like the way the airplane paint works, the substrate paint, what they call it a UV barrier. It's not really a UV barrier, or it's not just a UV barrier, but that's what they call it. And it like penetrates through the fabric and actually acts as a glue to glue the to glue it to the tubing of the airplane. Plus, it also stiffens it, right? So
Fancy.
yeah, it's pretty fancy. And to paint it, so you can roll it. You have to roll on or brush on the first coat because you have to kind of force that through the fabric. And then after
Okay.
that, you can spray it, but you have to let it dry to what they call sticky tacky. And it's literally where like you touch it and it feels rubbery and it's kind of sticky, but it doesn't, but
Hmm.
none comes off on your finger. And once it gets to that point, then you repaint, you apply your next coat. And so I got to do 2 coats like that. And depending on that depends on temperature and humidity. And
Yeah.
then once you, so it's kind of a finicky thing. And then once
Yeah.
you get the UV barrier on, then you have to do your color coat, which in this case is a urethane, and it basically it all basically once you start, you can't stop, and
Yeah.
you have
I
anywhere
know what you mean.
3 hours to 12 hour, and if you have very low humidity, which I mean here I have really high humidity, so it's great. But if you have low humidity, it could take 10 hours for it to get to that sticky tacky point. So you could paint at 10 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning and not be able to paint again until
Okay.
6 o'clock at night.
That's relatively low. I
So
used
it's kind
to
of a pain in
I used to spray Exalta paint. I was doing the giant sprayers that go over crops
yeah.
with the big wheels on them. I
Mhm.
used to do the hoods and engine covers for case.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Let's
fun. Let me tell you.
what have I got here? I just did the wrong button. Where did that go? Where did his post go? There it is. Grid one, off topic, but the other day I was listening to Jesse Lee Peterson and the Thorpe family tried to call in and they got shut down immediately. Wow. I haven't actually heard much from them. I know that they were supposed to debate poor Glenn the other day, and they had their vehicle towed or whatever. And then he had other stuff to do. Hi, Silvar Ogre. I don't know if you're, I don't know what you got going on, but that'll be great. Believe in BIY, believe in yourself. I did a lot of painting as a kid, mostly bicycles. Once I started shoveling snow and mowing lawns, broken bicycles were often throwaways, so I would take them. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Boomer tech. Yeah, it's not, I'm not a boomer though, so that's funny. Glenn, are you there? Glenn Lawrence. Calling Glenn Lawrence. I don't think he's there. Honey might help with the call. Actually, I have bronchitis. So no, honey wouldn't help. But I do have an inhaler here. I just don't like using it. And it's almost gone actually. Or it has been gone until just tonight. It could just be the change in the weather, temperatures. But
Good honey's good for you anyway in all cases. But
yeah, I like honey, but unfortunately, honey doesn't help. But the inhaler does. So
Yeah,
bron-
mostly
bronchitis.
for allergies.
Bronchitis. All
I
right.
stepped outside to get myself a cold pop. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, Lauren B. So I have a weird. It's not weird. I have a kind of an. What was that?
That was a truck.
Oh,
My bad.
that's all right.
I'm right next to the road.
Yes, honey does actually have a lot of health benefits. Arthur diet. So I had a few years ago. I got a really bad case of bronchitis, and apparently it's a type of bronchitis that once you have it, it never actually goes away. It just kind of goes into remission or whatever you want to call it, and it just flares up sometimes. And when it does, it's annoying. It's not particularly, not that big a deal. Just annoying. And so I get to use my inhaler for a day or two.
It's like lung herpes.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The viral one, serious Shelby. Yeah, it could be.
Comes and goes.
Yeah, apparently it it's just the way it is. He's raging patriot. I snort honey. It just takes so long to get that first line done. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, medical grade honey. That's a new one on me. There used to be a technique of sealing wounds using super hot honey. So, no lung heroes. That's funny. Lauren B is funny. BIY heard stem cell therapy may help by ramping up the immune system far beyond normal levels. Could be. Yeah. Yeah, there's I guess a bunch of different types of bronchitis, but the type that I have is it's not a big deal. It can come and go. It's mostly just annoying. So mostly annoying. What's really annoying is I'm kind of wandering off here. Glenn, what are you doing? Come back and argue.
Come on, Glenn. You Democrat.
No lung herpes. I got you. I thought she said heroes. She said herpes. That makes way more sense, Lauren B. That's funny.
There you go, Patriot. That's how you like
Kick him.
never. Nothing can ever hurt you.
Glenn fell asleep. He could have. Somebody go stick his hand in a bowl of water. Bowl of warm water. Glenn fell asleep. He probably did. He's probably on the phone. He's probably on the phone to Pearl or somebody that needs help. So I probably should not be making fun of him. Where's Coco when you need her? Who's Coco? Who's Coco? Oh, his wife, Coco. I'm used to seeing it COCO. Sorry. Yeah. That could be he could be on the phone to his wife, guys. I gotta cut him some slack. Arthur Dia, are you not gonna come up and argue? You wanted to argue, but you're not up here arguing. It's terrible. Just terrible.
She don't want the smoke.
Yeah. Help me out, Will. Help me out.
It's starting to get kind of cold out here, actually.
I understand. This is a weird woman thing. Why would you clean your house before a hurricane hits? Because then your mom can't come in and say it looks like a hurricane hit. Right? Am I right? That's funny. You can't say it looks like a hurricane hit this place if it's all clean. You have a
You just
perfect excuse for it to be dirty.
just leave it trashed until after the hurricane, and then you can. Oh no, that was the wind. That wasn't me. It was the.
Yeah, wait until the hurricane's over. Then you get to clean
Oh
it all
damn,
up at one
Patriot!
time.
I used to put whiskey in my vape and fucking vape alcohol.
I was trying to
Does
get
that count?
I was trying to get Torsia to come over and heckle, but she doesn't want to play. Where's Michelle at? Maybe Michelle will come up. Barking spiders. I hear barking dogs. That's annoying, but that's all right. Michelle should be joining.
Goodness, some people need to fix their shit. That was some of these cars in this town, I tell you.
Yeah, that's what you get for living in a 1.5 horse town.
Yeah, pretty much. And they don't do any type of inspections here. They just make sure it's not stolen.
Flawless.
4 tires and blinkers, good to go.
I'm actually really surprised Anson hasn't just sent in $5 to kick Glenn off. So
What's up, Jantix?
if we hear much more if we hear many more crickets, I'll just go to sleep. What's up, Michelle? How are you?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you okay.
Cool. Page unresponsive. Why?
What's that?
My computer's telling me the page is unresponsive even though it's responding to me, so I'm confused.
Well, it's a little behind. You gotta let it catch up.
I guess so. Anyway. So I jumped off for a little bit because my husband woke up to leave for work, so we were chit-chatting, so I don't know what the subject is currently. Sorry.
Nothing.
But
We're just hanging
I
out.
do think that you totally own Glenn on the
I
mandatory
own
paternity
everybody.
testing.
I don't understand why it's so hard to. It's the other night. Oh well, you know what? I didn't exactly apologize to Sarah the other night. I probably should have, but I didn't.
What'd you do to Sarah?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, well then why apologize?
Well, because somebody came on the panel and like started shit, and I, of course, when while I really don't like to have, I don't stir shit on my channel. I don't yell at people on my channel very often, except for Arthur I have no problem yelling at people on other people's channels.
Right.
Like and I actually kind of enjoy it. It's kind of fun for me. I don't know why everybody else thinks I'm mad because I'm having a great time. But
are you talking about that face off with Resto?
Oh, yeah, we can't talk about the names.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's fine.
I apologize.
Face off? I don't know. It was a face off. I mean, it was almost funny. Well, no, it was funny. It was.
Yeah. I don't think you need to apologize for that at all. One, he kind of jumped in and instigated with you, and two, like Sarah, like it was open panel at that point.
Yeah.
So like what would have annoyed Sarah is if like we were on topic about something and somebody brought their drama to like be talked about on our channel for like their own benefit for absolutely no reason. That's what pisses us off.
Yeah. Well, still though, we were having a good conversation, and even the Furby was being in good faith. The Furby was being in good faith. Nev was behaving.
Yeah.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah, well, that happens a lot over there by us. I mean, like, I was really disappointed that you had such a bad experience on Mud Monday the first time, and like I've told Sarah this, that I've been happy that you've been showing back up, because I appreciate it. I like hanging out with you guys.
Guess who's back?
Hey, I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
You don't have to cut.
Thank God, Mullet Boy's gone.
I'm sorry. What was that? I missed out.
I said, thank God, Mullet Boy's gone.
We'll be back.
I was hoping the haircut would go away. So what did I miss?
Not
Let me
much.
guess. Michelle called me fucking crack.
I did
Yeah.
say that he owned you because I had the exact
No
same.
way,
I
you
was
know, you gotta
100%. I was 100% behind Grid. Even when I went off with Andrew about it, I was like, "What the hell is even happening right now? Like, what is with this mandatory?"
You took an L because you weren't on the side of Andrew, and Andrew was on my side, so we won.
No, no.
Yeah.
Because even when I
You're
went
right.
off,
I am never mad. It's interesting because I think I've been married so long, and my wife is the only person on the planet that can actually make me angry. Like everybody else, I could just don't give a fuck. My wife is the only person on this entire planet that can actually get me angry.
Isn't that funny how that is?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something when you get married, it's just like a magic. It's a
You're like,
magic trick.
Fierce, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like they know where all the buttons are. They know where all the fucking buttons are.
I don't know if it's well, I don't know that my wife intentionally pushes the buttons, but I care what she says.
Bro, if
I
you
care,
don't
you know,
think
at the end
Michelle,
of the day, like, you know, like, look, I like you guys, you're fun, you're cool to hang around, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get mad because you think you know, whatever. I mean, you can be as wrong as you want to be, but
Michelle, I got a question for you.
my wife is totally different. Like, first of all, I tell her that she's wrong all the time, but she doesn't listen to me.
Of course, yeah. Michelle, do you think like his wife is oblivious to the buttons that she pushes?
absolutely
Or do you
not.
like
No,
Oh no, she
absolutely
knows.
not.
She knows. I mean, I'm not saying that she knows. I'm saying she doesn't go out of her way. Like, she's not.
She's good natured. Yeah. You wouldn't
Oh,
she
my
doesn't
wife
go
is
out of her
pixie,
way
yeah.
to push them?
My
But
wife
if
doesn't
they're
like
if
to fight anyway.
you're saying she doesn't go out of her way to push them, but if they're within arm's reach, she's pushing them.
I mean, it's I don't know. It's interesting. You know, my wife's interesting. My wife's interesting because she just doesn't get wrapped around the axle about silly things, right?
No, I can see that. I mean, but that's probably is also a lot to do with like what she has to deal with every day because everybody get probably at work that she's underneath her.
I got to correct Raging Patriot. I've not yet taken an L. You guys keep giving Glenn the win, but he's wrong.
He is dead wrong. He's acting like a freaking
the majority
Democrat.
have won. The majority is won, and they already told you like who won here. So I mean, I don't know why you just are. You're like Egyptians. You're in denial.
I feel like you got burned so bad that like you're coping.
Michelle, don't. It doesn't suit you. Just stop. You're not good at lying. You're not a good liar. It doesn't work for you.
I definitely wasn't lying.
If you talk to a Raging Patriot, you have to speak in all caps and type in all caps. You just have to yell at him because he yells at all of us.
Yeah,
It's gotta be all caps all the time.
the only thing I do know is that
You took
if
an
I
L.
were to take an L, it would not be about something like, you know.
Oh, but it
mandatory
was.
paternity testing,
Because-
taking away our freaking personal responsibility, needing the government to tell you whether or not you're the daddy and play Maury and waste shit ton of money. Why don't you just give a big hole for the government to bury its corruption and money in, Glenn? Good job, Democrat.
You guys already did that. It's called welfare system.
I didn't do that. I
We
voted
did not
against
do
that.
that. We are not responsible for that.
I
You're the one
voted
making this
against that. I
policy.
vote against
You
it
guys are
every time it
responsible for
comes
that.
up.
You guys
Every
are
single time.
responsible for that because you know what? How long have you guys had? How many times have you had the power to change shit? All you guys
She's not
did
a
was throw more
Democrat.
money at
What
it.
is this, you guys?
You guys-
We're
all
the
of you guys-
conservatives here. What is
all
going
you
on?
She's
There's
not a
no you guys.
Democrat.
Conservative as destiny
She's
is
a
great.
fence sitter.
I'm not a fence sitter. I'm like I live in
I said,
Illinois. I see
Michelle, you are-
exactly what the left does.
Michelle, you
Okay,
are
it's like in my face over here. We spent my property
Michelle,
taxes
you
are
are as
outrageous.
Oh, all right.
Destiny is
Let's take the calm down.
I'm
Some
sorry.
get some woozy.
All
Sounds like you need to
I'm
run
gonna
for your
say
life,
one more
Michelle.
time. Michelle is as conservative as Destiny is straight.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
I mean, he thinks he's straight. He just thinks he likes a good dick once in a while.
Oh my god.
He's just like Michelle. Every now and again, he likes a good dick in his mouth.
Wow, I would never insult Michelle like that. But
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Arthur. A very rare Arthur W. Very rare.
The Democrats.
You know, Arthur Dyer.
That's so true.
Oh,
That's
But
so true.
Arthur Dyer racks up more W's than your haircut.
well, I mean,
Nah, I get a lot of W's on my haircut.
he's bringing back the mullet.
It's glorious.
Yeah, a lot of
It's glorious.
webs. Yeah, you get a lot of webs in there.
He's bringing it
It's
back.
glorious.
It should never come back. Some things never need a return. It's like when you left your kid at the park and you wanted to get away from him and they found his way home. You left him there for a reason.
When you're doing right, people will come to hate on you. There you go.
Nobody comes to hate on you. They just have to hate on your haircut.
That's okay. I like it.
Yeah,
I like long hair, but I don't want it in my face. I
was
cut the
hoping
bitch off in the
Arthur Dyer would
front and I call it a day.
Yeah. At least he has hair. We all have hair.
I like long hair. I just don't want it in my eyeballs. So I cut the top off. Works for me. I wear a hat 99.9% of the time anyway, so doesn't matter.
Oh, that was funny. Michelle makes a great point in chat. She does like dick more than Destiny.
Yeah. So really, by the logic, I would be even more conservative, to follow through. But I'm just saying.
I'm just the
I don't know. I really don't know if that's true. I don't know if you like dick more than Destiny.
Do you want to have a debate about it?
I think you and Destiny need to have
Why
a dick
are we
off.
talking about? Why are you two talking about dick?
Because he said I was
think-
as conservative as wait, what was it?
I
It was
said
good.
you are
What
as
the fuck?
conservative as Destiny is straight.
Oh,
That's right. Okay, that was good.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of dick talk for my channel.
Well, Michelle has to kick
Dude,
your channel like
motherfucker.
Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know-
I dog walk Destiny's dick count. I'm sorry. I absolutely dog walk that shit.
I hit you with the fucking Vietnamese Duma.
I don't
Come on
know,
now.
Manny.
Stop.
There's no way. There's no way. My dick body count is like triple Destiny's. I'm sorry. There's no way. He's
Where's
welcome to
Mr.
debate me
Boulay?
on it, but I'm sorry.
We need the
No,
dick
no.
cider.
I hope you didn't just say that.
I definitely did say that. I did.
Michelle is
I
a
own
fan
it.
of dick and cider.
I did. Mhm.
Well, Destiny is. We don't know what Destiny is.
Well, then you definitely don't know his big dick body count compared to mine.
I don't want to.
I'm pretty sure
No,
Destiny's
either.
a chick. I'm pretty sure he's a chick.
Well, in fairness, he's probably measuring in yards and Michelle's in miles. So
There you go.
Yeah, Destiny.
that's what.
Yeah,
that's
he
what
can't
people
go.
like
He can't even grow proper facial hair. So I don't trust him. If you don't grow proper facial hair, I don't trust you. Sorry, Grid.
I
If
forget
you don't
Glenn
groom
brought
your
that shit
facial
up.
hair
Okay, that
properly,
was
I
not
don't
even me.
I mean, you probably shave it off. You can,
You're leaving,
bro. You would have a fucking glorious beard if you just let it roll. Just let it ride, son. Just let it ride.
Oh,
John
man.
can't hang. That's sad.
Just let it ride.
I think all the dick talk has John Deadman
He's gone. Oh, yeah.
unhappy.
He's like, I
What
need to
you
go
did,
wash my
Glenn.
body with tactical soap.
Yep.
Yeah, he's to wash his eyes after eating all it and hearing all this stuff.
I apologize. I'll be quiet again.
No,
Nah, you're
not.
okay.
You don't
That's-
even don't lie. You know you're not sorry.
You're right. You're right. That's fair.
And then
And that's how Grid Stream ended.
that's how the stream crashed.
And then he was put on the do not monetize list.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Like, I went to like go into the Streamlabs thing, and I go into YouTube first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I hit the live tab, like I visit your channel, like you're one of my top 5 channels. It
Oh,
was
wow.
not
Thank you.
populating for me. Well, I visit you a lot because like you're streaming at the times where I'm on.
Oh, there you go.
So you should be popping up and populating for me like at the top. You were not populating live for me at all, but I knew that you were live.
Really?
I actually had to go search for you. You might have a shadow ban. I'm not sure. I can't say it for sure. All I knew is I had to go look for you.
No,
Oh.
sometimes
Mine was.
sometimes
I was watching another video that pops up constantly. It kept telling me that Grid 1's going, and I was just like, okay.
sometimes YouTube
But
does
I was
that.
busy watching something about fucking the underworld and all kinds of wild shit. So that's when I joined back up. I was like, oh, Grid's on. Let's go.
That's weird, Michelle. I look, YouTube's been doing weird stuff lately. There's they I mean sometimes well, I always get a hey, you're going live kind of deal, which is weird. Why I get that. I know I'm going live. And a lot of guys have been getting more ads than normal for the people who aren't, YouTube premium guys. And so I'm not really sure why that is. I think, and I know that a lot of people last week had a lot of problems with YouTube. Like they did something that they
Yo, Grid, real quick, like
probably added some lines of code or something, but
4K subs?
pretty close.
No, it's 4K.
Is it really?
Holy shit.
Yeah, 4K01.
Hell right.
I haven't updated lately.
Man, are you buying
He's right.
subs?
It is
Yeah.
4.
Are you buying subs, you sub buying bastard?
No, I am not buying subs.
Did you get rated?
Oh,
I should.
debatable.
Grit-
Oh, you better
Yeah,
be careful.
Grift One Motorsports.
Don't get too many subs. You might get accused of,
I've
buying
been
them.
accused of everything.
Grift
I've
One.
been accused of being. Let's see. What's my favorite? That I am anointed. I'm anointed by Andrew. I'm not really sure what that means,
He has blessed you.
but I mean,
Yeah, Grift One Motorsports.
yep, that's me. Grift one. I should have thought about it. That'd be great. Yeah. Sub shopping. I like
Hey,
that.
what's up, everybody? Grift One going live again.
Yeah.
Send me more money
I
because
wish.
I'm grifting.
Yeah. I wish. Is at some point, this does have to actually start making enough money to make sense because I spend a lot of time doing it. And and look, I know Glenn knows that because he does all that. So if I paid you to sub to my channel, well, I'm glad that you got something out of it other than listening to me talk. So,
I'm paid to be on here right now. Actually, I've got to break the ice and tell everyone.
yeah.
I'm still working off the
You know.
bird. Kidding.
Well, that is true.
Grid actually sent me $100 just to come up here.
Yeah. That's how that works. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I'll be real mad if that was the case because
I only paid him 20.
Damn.
like I didn't even get paid. I got an IOU.
Then I owe you.
IOU.
He's like, Grid's like, I'm gonna treat you like the government, and this is a furlough.
Yeah.
That's what Democrats deserve.
Fuck yo.
I I tell you, that's going to be a running joke
It
between
is.
Michelle and Glenn
Oh yeah.
for
Oh
the
yeah.
rest of their lives.
I'll mail
Forever.
you a
Which one
$2
is more
bill.
Democrat? Hell yeah.
Remember that one time?
I'll mail you a
You know what? I'm
$2
gonna get
bill.
an Obama shirt.
Oh,
Oh my
oh,
god.
the Joe Mobley Show. Welcome back. Welcome back, buddy.
What?
Going back to arguing with the wife. That's a full-time job. Like I said before, women ask men when the chips are down and they really need to know. All right. Joe Mobley, if you would like to pop up, that would be great.
Okay,
Otherwise,
everybody.
Socialism would be great.
I was gonna say this has been really fun, but I've got to work in the morning, and
go to bed.
I'll
See ya.
talk to you all later.
All right.
Good. His feedback was pissing me off. He seemed nice though.
You know, it depends on his alcohol intake.
Oh, and actually, it might be your feedback.
Oh, Mobley's in bed. That's a true fan. Whose radio's in the background?
It's Glenn's. Okay.
Torsh's
He's got Democratic radio on. I don't know.
Torsh's talking to me right now. That's funny.
Tell Torsha to come over and hang out. Quit being lame.
I think she was doing her stream on morality.
Yeah, she's on her
I
stream right
saw.
now.
She
populated for me just fine. Grid 1 was like, no, fuck you.
Well, I don't know.
She's asking the question: are men programmed for disposability?
That's funny. I remember the other night when Sarah was on and she was in the bathtub.
Oh
And
yeah.
Who was it that caught her? It was like I think it was
Daya.
Arthur Daya was like, "Are you in the bathtub?" That sounds like you're in the bathtub. That is funny.
Oh man. So what is the topic now?
I don't know, Michelle. How's the new bird going?
Darby or Derbyshire is awesome. He's actually next to me right now because we're doing intensive bonding now that first week is over. So I got him eating out of my hand now. He to kind of give you like an update on like where I got him.
Sure.
I ended up going to a bird show and speaking with a breeder ahead of time. And met him over there at one of these Midwest bird shows and got him from there. And so I guess he was born around May. He probably went through about 12 to 15 weeks of hand feeding. And then basically since then, he was just like in the breeder cage, going to the shows to be adopted. So we have to kind of retame him again, even though he was a hand-fed baby, which is good. That means that he doesn't have to go through like another season of not being adopted. And so that's good for him. I did decide I'm going to redo his cage because I hate how bird toys look like toddler toys. And I'm going to give him a haunted mansion vibe and make a lot of his toys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, but that's the update. He talks.
Knowles comes in with $5 whole. You ain't able to swing a stiff cat around on YouTube without bumping up against a degen on a panel. Yes, that's true. It's accurate.
We just show up. We're like cockroaches.
Yeah, they know what they go where they're needed.
Right.
Go where they're needed.
But he talks.
Yeah.
He's 5 months old. He talks. So far, I caught him with "What you doing?" That was like day 3. I had him. I sat up and he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting up. What are you doing?" And then he says, "Hey, baby." And then he just like garbles and kind of pulls words together and stuff like that. But yeah, he'll definitely be a full-on talking bird. It'll be fun. I'm excited. So thank you again. I love him to death. He's great.
Arthur Daya, I cannot support cat ladies. I am sorry. Unfortunately,
Grid, you should go over there and argue Torsha.
Have her come over here and argue.
How about you just like dual stream? You could share the
I-
screen.
Isn't
Yeah.
she on StreamYard and he's on Streamlabs?
I'm on a different software, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, she's leaving right now. Never mind.
Yeah, just tell her to come on over here. We'll argue. I need to argue.
All right.
I mean, I don't need to, but I mean, you know, it wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I'll tell her right now.
Thank you,
you,
Jantix.
really
I love him
specific.
so much.
The problem is, Torch and I don't actually argue because we're on the same page most of the time. Thank you, Generally Specific, for watching the ads. I know they're annoying, but that's what YouTube does. Grid One Topic. At Grid One Topic is why Glenn listening to NPR. The problem, I can't have cats because my dog has a super high prey instinct, and I feel like that not good. Small animals become balls of fluffy things floating around my yard. So bits of fur is what I'm saying. My wife did not believe me that my dog had a really high prey drive and that small animals were not safe around her. And so we had all these fluffy bunnies in the yard. Then my dog was trying to carry in a fluffy bunny that was missing its head.
Yeah.
Because that's what dogs do.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife was like, "Are you kidding?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's what happens. Dogs do that."
Totally. Like I have 3 dogs. Like I'm an animal person, and I personally can have any animal I want to as long as it is my animal, and they know that's mom's fluffy thing, that's mom's feathery thing. We don't fuck with mom's things.
Yeah.
But as soon as said animal is outside, all bets are off. It is no longer under mom protection. It is over for that animal, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. But if it's mom's animal, like they could, like the birds would, the other bird would like land on the dogs. The dogs did not care. Like, no, they were like, yeah, no, we don't fuck with mom's bird.
Yeah.
And then if there were bunnies, I bottle fed. They knew not to fuck with the bunnies. They knew. So.
Yeah. So my husky would do that exact thing. As long as it was in the house, it'd be safe.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute it was outside the door,
all bets are off.
Yeah. At that point, we're weapons free.
Mm-hmm.
and I honestly, I'm really concerned about small dogs around her. Like I don't know, but I feel like she would have I think that she would be very prone to destroying other small animals of any kind. But rabbits apparently are, that's her thing. She likes rabbits.
We had like these fucking voles infiltrate the yard at some point.
My
God, I hate those fuckers.
My dog loves to dig in the yard for the moles, man.
Yeah, they are. And you'll lose your ankle that way. Like mowing the grass and shit like that. Oh my God, it was awful.
Yeah, we got rid of them 2 years ago and they haven't been back. So I'm just it'll be good. Pardon me. Pardon.
Your little dog gets
we have neighborhood cats that leave squirrels and birds everywhere. No nightmares. Yeah. People chase a cat. But yeah. I mean, my dog is, she's just, she's the biggest fluffy husky dog that likes to kill things.
And sounds pretty husky-ish.
Right? It's like that's what they do. I don't know why people think they're just like these big balls of fluff that are like don't do anything. I mean, like they're pretty much badass dogs, and they're ridiculously smart. So
I've met like some really neurotic huskies. I don't think it's a personal dog for me. I'll do an Aussie. I'll do all sorts of working dogs.
Chill.
Yeah, good.
My dog is ridiculously chill. She will just literally doesn't care. But when it's time to go for, she is huskies, I think, are just really too smart for their own good. She knows if it's me on the leash or my wife. If it's me on the leash, it's complete tug of war the entire time. Like,
Don't you think that's because she could smell you?
I probably, but it doesn't matter. She can. So even if I just hand the leash to my wife, she'll instantly know that it's my wife on the other end of the leash, and she'll walk like the perfect little dog. And then if she knows I'm on that holding that leash, it's game on. She is pulling as hard as she can pull.
It is the same way with me and my husband. All the dogs will
Okay,
completely
no,
goof
hold on.
off.
Pause for the cause. I need to know the joke from Joe Mosley right now. What does Diddy have in common with parallel lines? Trains run on both.
Yeah.
Oh, that is hilarious.
That's good.
Yes.
That's brutal, man. That's brutal.
Oh my goodness, that was the best dad joke of the night.
That was good.
Joe, are you on some cough syrup again?
Is he robo tripping?
He was on bourbon and cough syrup the other night, and it was hilarious. It was great.
You're shipping on the scissor.
Yeah. The so I've had several huskies, and they are escape artists.
Yes.
Like sometimes you don't even know how they did it. You're like, well, there's no holes and there's nothing. And then you'll find like where they learned how to turn the doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
Or they realize that if
or they just lifted up that whole ass fence.
Yeah. It's just, or they figured out that if they like stood on each other's backs, like one of them could jump over and then they could unlock the door.
Yeah,
they
are something else.
They are motivated and they just get bored. That's the big thing is they're the only dog I know of that just gets bored and will just decide to go start. We're just going to take a 5-mile walk just for the fuck of it. And then you go find them and they're like, what? Well, everything's fine. They're like a big kid.
Yeah, I had a husky and my husky died though. She ate my son's stuffed animal. I paid like the $5,000 to have the surgery. And then you know what she did a week later? Ate the fucking stuffed animal.
No way.
Yeah. No. And like I was at a competition out of town. So my ex put her down and didn't even tell me. Like she didn't even call and tell me anything. So I came home to like dead dog.
That's rough, man. That is rough.
I'd be pissed, man.
I was pissed.
My before I got my husky, my brother has a wolf dog. That's
a real wolf dog?
Yeah, like it's like I personally think that if we checked its DNA, it would be below the state limit for legal.
Does it have a black tip tail?
I think he does.
Yeah, if it has a black tip tail and also like a black mark in the middle of the tail, it's actually an oil scent gland. Huskies will have it on occasion, but it's very prominent in those wolf dogs. Also, if like their legs are super close together, usually domestic dogs have like very broad chests compared to wolves. Or coyotes and stuff like that. I saw somebody trying to get rid of some like coyote dog hybrids on Facebook saying they were like freaking husky, whatever. I'm like, they are absolutely not. Like your dog got into some shit. Like, I don't know what the hell you're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. And they'll just be like, oh yeah, it's a husky. It'll be all right. No, it is not. It is not okay.
Yeah. So I think when they did the DNA on the father of my brother's dog, it was gray and timber wolf and like a very small percentage of husky.
Oh wow.
And and so to Connie, his dog it's a great dog.
Mm-hmm.
But it is wolf. It's a lot of wolf.
You could never like rehome that dog or
no.
Yeah, never.
That dog likes my brother and it likes me, and then pretty much everybody else it tolerates.
Yep. everybody else can fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally everybody else can fuck. It used to, my brother bring it over to my house and it would sit on my feet.
Mhm.
And which I think is like some bonding sign. And
He wants to make sure you're not going nowhere, actually.
yeah. And
Yeah.
and so but like I said, and then I almost got a wolf dog too from the same breeder. But it was just there was so little dog in the wolf dog. Like I was like,
Wow.
because you can't tell if just even pups in the same litter. You could have three that are just wonderful dogs, and then you could have the other two or three could be just complete psychopaths.
Mhm.
And that's the problem with wolf dogs. But beautiful dog, beautiful. So
I was talking to Andrew about like the possibility of doing like one of those vegan type debates on Monday. And I basically found like a group of vegans that feel like dogs should not exist at all.
What?
Yes, they should not exist.
Why do vegans have a problem with dogs?
I guess it's like a not a need, and they can't like consent or whatever, and
That breaks my brain a little bit.
I know, I hate it. To me, dogs are artistic, and they're also man's genetic engineering feat, like first genetic engineering feat, and they're cultural and artistic, regional, everything. Like our history of dogs go back so much. Like that would be the saddest thing to just like wipe out dogs as a species and the breeds. Like, and we would never be able to get them back. They would be gone forever.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, and not to mention that, but also think of all the service dogs, military dogs, police dogs, search and rescue dogs. They would say like, oh, we have enough services or whatever to where like you don't need a dog, and it's like, no, you are increasing suffering by taking those things away, and those animals that people bond with. And yeah, it's just sad. I don't know. I couldn't disagree with more.
That's a horrible position,
right?
Like, just leave the dogs alone.
Mm-hmm. Well, they say like the dogs go through suffering at the hands of people because they go into shelters and all that. But like, if you know anything about rescues and stuff, it's like we'll do it to ourselves in a way. And the rescuers really, a lot of the rescues, I should say, like if you want drama, it's really wild, like what the rescue organizations are about. But even if they don't have dogs, even if there isn't like a local overpopulation problem, they'll bring them in, and they'll make the overpopulation happen. I know foster agencies that would be like, oh, I got these two fosters. Oh, and they just so happen to have puppies, before I could get them spayed. And then all of a sudden they just increase their population to the rescue and stuff. They'll do shady stuff. So I got very, disenchanted by the rescue organizations when I started volunteering for them.
Anson Knowles sends me $2 and says, I don't consent to vegans. They can eat crow. Wise words. Very wise. Joe Mobley show down to just 4-ish bottles of bourbon. Gotta stock up.
Damn.
It's not a problem if you can refuel. Right?
That's right. Dogs are life.
Dogs, yeah. Oh, hey, Sarah. How are you? I didn't see you come in. GS Chinese thinks dogs are delicious. And I really hate to say this because Michelle's sitting like in here. They actually, well, no, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna go into it. It's all right. Well, another time. But the Chinese don't eat all dogs or any dogs really. I mean, some dogs, but whatever. It's a different thing. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that subject.
Yeah, we can't go into eating dogs. I'm gonna cry.
I don't want you to cry. I was about to. I was
We
like,
could talk about Haitians and eating cats, though. It's okay.
Stop. Aw.
yeah. Anyway. Do you know why pugs were bred? Because it's a Chinese dog. Do you know why they were bred?
No way.
They were the lap dogs of kings, and they were the food testers.
That makes sense. What is it? There's one particular dog that was bred in either Scotland or England to literally just be a hot water bottle to nobility. Like if your knee was sore, you can get your little dog to lay on it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember which dog it was, but it was like one of the little ones that they would use. I feel like Queen Mary had it, and when she got beheaded, they like ran out from underneath her skirt. But for the life of me, I can't remember. It was a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
You're not about corgi, are you?
It might be a corgi. No, that was the most recent Queen's dogs. That she loved her corgis. It was not a corgi. I want to say it was a spaniel.
The pugs were there to like. Well, first of all, they were, of course, the pushed in face and everything. They were kind of artistic and looked like the lions and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And, but they were specifically meant to taste the king's food. And if the emperor's food was, obviously poison, then the dog died and the emperor didn't. And the pug was to also the alarm because they're very loud little dogs. So if somebody tried to get in, the little dog would raise a ruckus. But mostly they were there to test the food and prevent the emperor from being poisoned. I didn't know that until I owned a pug. I liked my pug. My pug was awesome. It had a lot of personality. Huge personality. Huge. Like small dog, massive personality. So
it was a Maltese.
Maltese.
Yes.
I thought it was a German dog, but okay. Yeah, I know the Yorkies were bred to hunt varmint. Yeah.
Jantex, oh my god, don't even get me started on the way that they breed these freaking brachycephalic dogs. I hate them. It's really bad.
Bugs' faces are so messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was, it was really good.
They're really bad now with like those English bulldogs. Like those dogs have zero nose and show right now.
My English did. Oh, my English he was such an amazing dog.
I like French bulldogs.
I like Frenchies and Englishes. They're the bestest.
They're very cute.
If I were going to get another dog,
they're so ugly. They're cute.
It's just that they're. It's like there's. I look at them.
My mom told me, she's like, "You're so ugly. You're cute." I was like, "Yeah."
The problem with all of those dogs is they're kind of fragile.
Exactly. They are bred like
they're special.
Yeah.
Very special.
Their sinuses are deformed. They're struggling all the time.
That's why we went with a husky, because huskies are indestructible. They can eat anything. They can sleep anywhere. They don't care.
Except stuffed animals.
Yeah. Stuffy will take it right out. Poor dog, man.
Like she ate, like the.
I'm glad that my dog's not in here.
The tubes of like ground turkey, right? Mm-hmm. She ate 5 pounds of ground turkey raw.
Joe Mobley, you clip Glenn saying I like Frenchies, and you put it on a continuous play and throw it over in Josie's stream.
Joe, I thought we were cool. I thought we were ebony and ivory.
Oh, that was awesome.
But no, you want to be a cool Black Panther? You're trying to make me the Klan, but it's not going to happen, man.
GSD are the best. I like German Shepherds, man. I was actually considering another German Shepherd when I got the Husky.
Just don't get American lines, get European lines, because even with the GSDs, Americans totally ruined it with the show slope back that totally does not follow form and function. Go European lines whenever you can for a dog.
$5 again from Anson Knowles. I had a pug. I couldn't walk around my house at night without getting barked at. It speaks truth. It's useless otherwise. That's right. That's all they did. That was their whole purpose, was to literally be an alarm system and to test the food. I mean, it was literally the dog that kept the emperor from dying. $10 comes in from Tommy Woosaw. Everybody just woosaw. Bulldogs have a difficult time giving birth without human assistance. It's really sad, but nature does not like them. That is also true.
But I like them. That's all that matters.
You're gonna pay $6,000 for a freaking cesarean section on those fuckers.
Yeah.
So
my Banks was born. He had parvo and pneumonia, and that little bastard beat that shit. He defied all odds.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So I have a friend of mine, and she is a white German Shepherd. It's one of a specific line.
Sounds racist.
I'm sure it is. And that puppy was like $9,000 back like years ago too. Like not like recently, like in old money. And I was like, that's crazy. But it's a solid white German Shepherd.
Oh, there's a breed in development in Florida called the Blue Bay Shepherd. And it is gorgeous. And it ages, its fur ages out like a wolf dog does. Beautiful dog, very healthy too. New breeds are awesome like that because they have so much genetic diversity. Gorgeous. You should look at that one.
Yeah, there's like one breeder that does the solid white German Shepherds, and it's and it's just, and you have to order a puppy like way in advance and all that. I personally, if I were going to buy another German Shepherd, I would get a German. I would get one from a German.
Wasn't Cujo a German Shepherd?
Yeah, for sure.
But I would probably buy one here. The white German Shepherd is called a Swiss something Blanc Shepherd.
What was the racist one? Cujo, right? That was Cujo.
He wasn't racist. He attacked white people.
No, he only attacked black people.
No, he didn't. Why are you being so racist tonight? What is wrong with you, man? This is a family channel.
Oh, it was sorry. I watched it in black and white. Just black and white TV.
Yeah. So the problem with Belgian Malinois are, unless you have nothing else to do in life, you do not need that dog.
You have to dedicate your whole life to having that dog.
You are that dog's bitch. I'm just telling you right now.
You have to get a treadmill for yourself and the dog for the rainy days that you can't run with that fucker. Like, although I'm a huge proponent of treadmills for dogs.
They're also they're not. I don't know that they're as intelligent as huskies, but they're also pretty intelligent. And they, if you like lock them in a room, it'll take them a while, but they're gonna get out.
I would say
they might get out by chewing through the wall.
Yeah, I would say a Malinois would be on par with a husky, maybe even more so. They are outrageously driven dogs. Like,
well, they're driven and they're trainable. I think that's a difference between the husky and
more cooperative.
The husky and the
husky and a woman.
A German Shepherd seems a German Shepherd seems really smart, but it's only because it's really trainable. But huskies are stupidly intelligent. And I love the way this breeder once, I was talking to a breeder about it one time, and they're like, look, here's the thing you have to understand about the difference between a German Shepherd and a husky. The German Shepherd does what you want because it wants to please you, and it just doesn't know any better than to do what you say. The husky does what you want it to do because it decides that it wants to do it, and it's okay doing it. Other than that, it's not going to do it. Like, it's not. There's no amount of training that's going to make a husky comply just because it's a dog and you're a human. Like that's not the dynamic. It has to want to. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you're you you just said that all huskies are feminist, and well, that's the way it is. But they only they don't comply. Like even when you force them to do something, um it's under a protest.
Do you have a wolf beaten cheeks? Does she have a black tip tail?
No, he has a Malamute husky mix, which most huskies are. Most people in America think they have a husky. They have a Malamute husky mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever a husky does, it does because it wants to do it. So not because it wants to please you. It's like you're that's funny. It's great.
GS, I could not pick.
Nuts or purebreds? I don't know.
Yeah, I like the purebreds because I like that there's something, a standard to shoot for the dog. Like it has to be for something.
Yeah, I don't know what Cheeks is talking about. Malamutes. Most huskies in this country are actually. I mean, most people think of as huskies in this country are Malamute mixed with huskies because huskies are small. They get like 55, 60 pounds. And Malamutes are big and they can get, he says his is 90 pounds and muscular. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a scary dog.
Yeah. And they get tall.
Oh my God. I fostered a American bulldog, so like the big bulldog, and a Rhodesian Ridgeback mix. So she was white with brindling, and she had the crown and the stripe on her back. And she was an amazing dog. Like I was sad when she got adopted out. She was crazy smart, and she just didn't give a fuck who the hell was coming to the house. Like she was like, "No, my house." She was great.
I had an Eskimo Spitz.
Oh, did you? Those are cool dogs.
Yeah, and it was when I ended up having to move, so I left it with my grandmother. It became my grandmother's dog, and that dog was awesome. You could not get in that house unless my grandmother said it was okay.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Like that dog was literally going to eat you alive, and it was like a foot tall. Like maybe 2 feet tall, but it was obviously they're small dogs anyway, but it was just mean. But and its name it was solid white and long fur. It was hilarious, but it was this little fluffy thing that just was all teeth and claws. It was very angry. Very, very angry.
I had a really angry Chihuahua.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I mean, you get bit by a Chihuahua, you're just like, why are you pinching me?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that dog I was not a fan of that particular dog. I learned the hard way that I was not a Chihuahua person.
My mom loves little yappy dogs.
Oh God.
She has a Yorkie, and I think she has some other little yappy dog. I hate little yappy dogs. I just can't stand them. And so I have no patience for little yappy dogs. Mobley's right. Best trained dogs for a discount are police, military, working reject dogs. They fail for very specific reasons, but they are hella smart and capable. We had one from Mass State Police growing up. That's true. Cool. Yeah, and yes, you do got to know someone to get one, and they will check on you to make sure the dog's okay.
Oh, that's good.
The smaller the dog, the shorter the temper. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, I called that Chihuahua like my anti-rape device. It would sleep right between my knees, and like anytime the door opened, anything, like it would be like my crotch was growling because it would be under the blanket, just like pissed off at whoever walked into the room. It was hilarious. I was like, I'm going to rehome you to an old lady.
Yeah.
And that's exactly who does nothing but crochet. And that's exactly what I did. And she lives the best life now, just on that old lady's lap. It's good for her.
Yeah. I never could get into Chihuahuas. I can't get into any of the miniatures. Like my mom had a min pin, miniature pinscher.
Mm.
And it was, these are all just like, first of all, I think like the way they breed these dogs, they're all psycho. Like they're all, like messed up to start with. And it just doesn't get any better. With it just doesn't get any better. I like big dogs, really.
Joe, it's like most guys are still going in growl or no growl.
Yeah. That's right. Joe's definitely been in the bourbon.
Oh god. I don't
That's
know. It was
true.
scary.
That's true.
My husband was like, I'm not coming near you with that thing.
Yeah.
Well, this has got to go.
Yep. Well, it could be worse. It could be an attack cat. So
I saw this crazy like short, and I think like the kid stepped on the dog or like stepped on the cat. The cat went after the kid, and then the dog went after the cat for going after the kid. It was hilarious. I should find that one again.
yeah. Well, it's interesting, I think, because so when I was growing up, we had dogs and cats and literally all of the animals, right? And all of the little yappy dogs, I never got into them. But I had a cat. I had very specific cats that I absolutely love. I had a Russian blue that was amazing. It was the coolest cat ever. Just the amount of attitude in that cat alone was cool. And then I had for some reason I like black and gray cats. So I had a black female cat named Cinder. And that cat was awesome. Nothing but attitude. But it killed everything. Like there were no small animals in our yard whatsoever. Like none. And probably the neighbors, And then I had, when I was really young, I was probably 11 or 12. We had this gray cat called Rebel. And he was just some kind of mutt cat. He was probably mostly Siamese, but bigger than a Siamese. And he had, obviously I like cats with attitude. And we had a cellar in that house, like a cellar. And we hear this like horrible thrashing and banging around in the kitchen one night. When we come out and we open the door, or pardon me, turn the lights on, and the cat's sitting there next to a dead gopher rat that was at least a foot long. Like this thing, a big freaking gopher rat. And these are angry creatures. I don't know. Gopher rats are mean. And the cat didn't have a mark on it. It looked like it just literally broke the rat's neck somehow. And so I actually really I have a fondness for those specific cats.
Have you seen the Savannah cats?
Savannah cat? No.
You need to Google the Savannah cat.
I will. Savannah
right now.
Right now?
Right now. Do it now.
Okay. All right.
It is it's a hybrid of an African serval, and I think they usually use like an Egyptian Mau or a Bengal, some sort of smaller but cool, like domestic cat.
Yeah, that's a cool cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
They are Yeah,
It's
you could
awesome.
like toss a whole chicken at that thing and it'll eat it. They're really cool.
Yeah. I see. I like cats that have a lot of attitude. That that you just know that if you wake that cat up, you're gonna bleed.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
like you just know. You just know. So
Mhm. Yeah,
uh,
Savannahs are like I actually met some going into a vet office and they had brought in a litter. Oh my god, they were so fucking cute. So cute. They're huge.
of course they were.
Huge, huge cats. Biggest cats I've ever seen.
Yeah. I've had really good luck with like I said, I really like Russian blues. Russian blues seem to be very cool cats. They're very calm, but they mess things up. $10 from the Anson Knowles. I like dogs. They're a terrific tool for identifying psychopaths.
True.
How a person interacts with a dog is an excellent indicator of how a human views inferior beings. Anthropomorphizing, there's no L in there, is empathy. That's not incorrect. That's pretty close to right. That's why, kids and small animals, they all love me. They do. Kids and small animals. Every one of them.
I can see that.
So you can see that.
I could totally see like small children and animals kind of flocking to you. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's and now I'm not even joking. That's a real thing.
Mhm.
That's why I say that, is because people have said that so many times. So
Most cats are cunts. Buck White, just most cats are cunts.
Yeah, they are. Come on. And that's the thing. See, I keep saying I like cool cats because a lot of cats are just not cool, man. I mean, they look cool, but they're not cool.
I'm so clipping this.
What's that?
I like cool cats, man. Some cats are not cool.
Some cats aren't cool. They are. They're not cool. They like I can't even explain the difference, but like my Russian blue had so much attitude just walking across the room that even if you didn't know that cat, you were not picking that cat up. You just knew that cat did not want to be picked up, and you just didn't go over and pick that cat up. And it would sit there and look at you, and you just knew that it was plotting your death. You just knew it. It couldn't do it, but it was plotting it. And then you're very, very happy that cats lack opposable thumbs.
Not all cats. I did have a cat with an opposable thumb growing
Really?
up. Yeah, she's a polydactyl cat, and she
I
would
would
catch
Of course, your cat's gonna be Polly something.
a polydactyl.
Finally, Glenn wakes up.
That was good, actually.
Polly, he had to get it. It was the
Yeah.
Polly that got him.
That was that. Yeah, there it goes.
That's
I
so
was
funny.
destined from when I was a kid with my polydactyl cat
That's so
to go the
funny.
poly way. But yeah, she would catch flies up against the screen, and her thumb was opposable. She would like literally pinch it and eat it. And I was like,
Mm.
the weirdest thing. She was another really cool cat that got ran over because she was partially indoor outdoor. I was really sad.
I always had outdoor cats.
Oh, I can't do that anymore.
I don't know that I could do that now because obviously we have a hawk problem here. But
Yeah,
dude, today I was out working, and this hawk was like super. He's probably 200, 300 feet up, and obviously hunting and screaming. I mean, it was cool. Like, I don't know what he was mad about, but he was letting everyone know.
Did you know that eagles sound like total fucking pussies, and they take hawk screams and falcon screams whenever you hear like an eagle scream and basically like overlay it over the eagle? You never hear like an eagle scream in like pop culture media and stuff like that. They're always fucking doing it because I guess they sound really stupid.
I didn't know that. I have seen bald eagles, and I know that they're like really weird.
They are weird. They have like a very strange mannerism type
Yeah, I
thing
know they're
going
weird.
on. Yeah.
I do. I am aware of their weirdness.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, red-tailed hawks are what they use for eagle. Exactly. They don't fucking use their own sounds because they like garble. They just sound so stupid.
yeah. So I think the hawk that I heard this morning was probably a red tail. It could have been. We have a lot of falcons here too, but I don't know. It used to be that I rarely ever saw hawks, like
Mhm.
rarely, and all of a sudden lately, it's just been like the past 4 or 5 years, it's been everywhere, especially out west, man. Like
Mhm.
it's really impressive. To me, because I like hawks, like I'm cool with them. They're my, you know, I just think they're cool. But then again, you know, I used to feed them. I used to shoot prairie dogs and leave the bodies out there for the hawks. So
That's
I used to
weird.
really love shooting prairie dogs because you're like they're rats, right?
Yeah, essentially.
They're rats, and but they're kind of smart rats, and they post sentries and they talk to each other and stuff. I mean, there've been whole like videos done about it, but the thing is they're also really stupid. And you could we'd be like 200, 300 yards away, and we'd shoot one in the head, and his head would explode, and then his buddy would come out and is like, Bob, your head exploded. Bob, are you okay? What's up, Bob? And then you shoot him in the head, and the next one would come out, Jim,
Larry.
your head exploded. What are you doing? And boom, we get him too. It was really funny. It was really hilarious. Like you just can't make it up. It's just like you would think that once you got the first one, they just hide for hours and never come back out again. Now, if you shot them in the hole, right,
Mhm.
they wouldn't come back out.
Bong
They're
Hoyo.
cannibalistic. I don't know if you know that.
Oh my
They're
God.
cannibalistic. So it's like we're having Bob for dinner, and so I don't know if you knew that, but so yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why. It's just funny to me, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I got to where we were. What's that?
GS's comment.
And Mike. That's funny. I'm not reading that.
That's
Why would I read that? GS, that's bait. That's
That was
bait.
bait. That was a trap.
It's a trap. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're not having any of that nonsense. I got my own special kind of nonsense. Are you over there working, Glenn? Are you being productive right now?
He's totally letting us prattle. He only
Yeah.
jumped in on Polly.
Bong Hoyo.
See, there he is again.
Yeah.
You know what? Glenn's got polydar or something.
Mm-hmm.
I got Polly nothing. You better stop that.
Oh, the fucking Andrew and UTC Undead Chronic debate cracked me up because it reminded me of the one episode on South Park where the Canadians were like, "You're a dick, no, you're a dick," except it was like, "You're a cuck, no, you're a cuck."
It was
Like we're all
actually
cucks.
funny.
We are cucks family.
Right?
It was actually
You're a cuck.
funny.
You're a cuck.
You're a cuck. No,
It's
you're a
like
cuck.
Oprah handing out cars. Instead, she's handing out cucks.
Cucks.
So, Michelle, did you see the thing on X with the debate that Rachel did with autocorrect?
With autocorrect. So I caught a bit of Rachel's part of it. I caught a bit of Andrew's part of it. I caught a bit of your part of it. I think even Glenn hit it a little bit too. Like everybody was gangbanging that bitch.
I hit it in the morning.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm a buddy, so
Uh-huh.
I teed it up for Andrew to hit it. That's what I did.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
I'm a married
okay.
man. I can't. I can't do that. But
Yeah, you just set it up for him.
I just set it up.
Are you
'cause
admitting to fluffing?
I guess I don't know. So here's the thing. It was funny because she was whining about Andrew for like an hour straight, maybe an hour and a half. And I finally get up there and she gives me a mic and I can talk and I'm like, why don't you just talk to Andrew? Oh, he's got me blocked. I'm like, I bet he's on the internet somewhere right now. Like I have a feeling that Andrew's on the internet. And,
Well, you knew that he was on my channel.
Well, I didn't know he wasn't on your channel yet.
Yeah,
he magically appeared right after I
was,
said Andrew's on the internet.
That's right. You were on. You were already on, and you already muted us.
Yeah,
but he was already on my channel listening to it all.
Yeah,
and then I had Tim get him up there.
Yeah, and so I'm like, you should just talk to Andrew. You should just talk to Andrew, and she's like, well, I would, and poof, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was really good. It was really good, and called her out on some of her nonsensicalness. So I think autocorrect 2.0 has a crush on somebody. I'm hoping
it's Rachel, not Andrew. I think it's
Rachel.
Rachel.
It could be Rachel.
It's Rachel owned her, man.
I hope it's her husband because she's married, but but she did whine.
It's a cover. It's a cover.
She whined like a dry bearing.
When she was like, look, my husband is upset. I was like, oh, this is so done now. Like
it was really
so done.
So strange because you could literally hear her husband talking when he wasn't supposed to be talking.
It was like this.
I mean, like even I didn't even know that they had agreed to it just being 3 mics and that's it. I didn't even know that, and I thought that it was cheating. Like I was like, why is her husband talking to her? I mean, now not that I'm against people helping people during debates. I mean, obviously, every time you debate, you don't debate Destiny. You debate the 13,000 people he has online at any given time, feeding him information to defeat your argument. So with like Destiny, you're debating a hive mind. But so I don't, that's fine. But if they had, I didn't know they'd actually agreed to it until later.
Right.
And I was like, ooh, you cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Anyway, it was very funny. Guys, I'm done. It's 11 o'clock. I'm tired. You can obviously tell I'm a little punchy. Final words from Michelle.
Fuck off.
There you go. It's good words to live by. Glenn.
Bungholio.
Cornholio.
No, bungholio.
Bungholio. Do you have TP?
For the bungholio?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Spitters are quitters. No one likes a quitter. That's true. It's true.
Hey, Grid.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna chat with you afterwards.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to send you over to Jess. It's her birthday stream, so I'm going to give her a little bit of a birthday present. Please, if you have not already, please like the stream, do the subscribe thing. Do the leave a comment, guys. Come back and leave a comment. You don't have to be nice. I'll talk to you anyway. Generically, I will actually answer the comments. And other than that, you guys have a great rest of your night. Oh, wait, got one under the wire. $5 from Tommy Woosaw. 07s. Thanks for the entertainment, man. I'm glad I could help you out. It is is somewhat my goal to help people out. And we're going to let you guys get out here. Just 1 second. Sorry, I have a.
If you marry somebody and neither one of you have anything and you build 300 million together,
Sorry, that was a wrong button.
Yeah, I just answered your question. Can you tell me what epistemology means?
Epistemology is the study of the epistles. the simplest way to put it. I mean, you can. I told me that a husband and wife is supposed to be the representation of God and the church. He said he's a husband. I asked him if he sees himself as the embodiment of God, and he said no. That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what is the epistles?
The epistles are the apostles. Are you talking about the apostles?
No, what can you?
Hi, Glenn. Oh, wait.
What up, Grid?
It didn't play the outro. Hang on one sec.
Yeah, no, I just answered your question. Can you tell me what epistemology means?
Epistemology